Here we are. All set up. It's gonna be the quick intro today because as chat has already noticed, got a lot of entries. Welcome to the Trailmakers Dev Stream Pod Racing Edition 2.0. It's 2020. Last one was in 2017, 18, something. Long time ago. This is weekly challenge number 91 or something, and the first pod racer was weekly challenge number 3, something like that. So it's been a while. Where's Jamie? Has anyone seen Jamie? See how far you can get in that before it crashes, because you should be able to get a lot further. We are missing the bearded one. But before the pod racing begins, we have two outstanding little mistakes. Hi, Jamie.
Station's not fired yet. Why are you gonna get fired?
What? Why would I get fired?
That's discrimination. You can't fire someone for posting too many memes on Twitter, right?
That's true. You can only fire them for not posting enough memes, I think. So I didn't get fired because even though I should have, because Lego Maker made this on Xbox last week. Lego Maker made something for the Lego set challenge. He made the Batmobile, as you can clearly see. Good. It looks great. I want space for jets and control for cannons and left shift for God knows what. It's Xbox.
Home, maybe.
So could be. I actually attached the controllers today because a lot of them, a few of them said use controller for this one, so we're gonna do like this one. That was by Lego Maker 64. The other one is by Tom, who made the Ninjago X1N Ninja Charger, which also, looks fantastic. Okay, you sort of shoot yourself with the cannons though. I wonder if you can, should probably do that before firing. Oh!
Not that though.
That, so that detaches...
Oh, that's nice. I think I know the logo set actually, now that I've seen that function.
So you got yourself a little
bike.
Well, bike. I like it.
It doesn't topple over either, right? Because of the pipes. It's nice.
I don't think he made a bat cable. I don't think he made that, no. It actually can steer now. So... that's... Oh! Wow. Why?
Why not?
Why is it all of a sudden so insane? Doesn't matter. Give them trophies? Nah. It's not how it works.
That's illegal.
Do you want to build this? No! People have built stuff for me. Because this is the weekly challenge. Pod Racing Edition.
You can't just go around giving trophies to people, right? Give them to one person for generosity, and everyone's going to expect one, right?
It's not how any of this works. No.
Can't do that.
Jamie, as people have predicted, there's quite a lot to get through. But
let's get started.
The good news is
no talk.
The good news is there's only one person who made a multi-blueprint entry, and that's Hugo.
Hugo is disqualified.
And I hope if Hugo shows up in chat, we'll tell him to make a multiplayer server so he can assemble it and show it off, because I don't trust myself to assemble it.
I can see the blueprint here, and it doesn't look very pod racer-like to me.
Well...
Did he misread pod as horse? Horse racer?
Jamie, it depends on your interpretation of a pod racing, because a chariot is obviously a pod racer if you put a jet on the horse.
I guess.
But, chat, all of you lovely people showed up today. There's a lot to get through. And there's a lot of veterans.
A lot of good looking pod racers.
And there's a lot of veterans who's returned to us who's come back to the fold, Jamie, to bless us.
That's telling me one thing.
What?
That we should make a Star Wars Pod Racer 2 game.
Totally make.
I guess technically it's 3, right? They made 2 of them.
We were born to make the Pod Racer game.
I guess if Disney are watching,
They're
get in
not.
touch. Get in
They're
touch.
not watching. Not after what I said. Anyway,
What did you say?
nothing. A lot has happened to the game since we had a Pod Racer challenge last. For the Pod Racer challenge, there's been a lot of cool blocks that you can now use, such as the Mad Science block.
Yeah, that's true.
This one is by Zeryu. That's Zeryu. He calls it Overjet. It uses a little bit of camo skin. I don't think that's that sci-fi-ish, but the Mad Science is definitely sci-fi. Does it? They turn on when the sensors, you see those distance sensors, they get near each other.
Yeah, they do, right? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And then the mini jets push them from each other. It's almost like an idle animation. And then the sensor there, I don't know where that's from, but it has guns, which is not allowed on Tatooine pod racing.
That's an instant
That's the
disqualification.
disqualification. But yeah, it works just the way I want it. I thought we'd test it on Race Island because it's the most, has those Tatooine kind of valleys.
The valleys and the arches and stuff like that. I remember when we were recording footage for the early access trailer, I think it was, we had, no, can't have been that, but a trailer of some kind.
Green?
Me and you racing down here, if you remember.
It must have been early access, maybe. Or otherwise, it was some
Not the early access launch, but at some point during early access, because they were playing.
It was after Pod Racer Challenge because we used those.
Xbox trailer.
No.
No.
B-roll. Something.
Oh, I think it was the PAX trailer actually.
It could have been. Yeah. That was by Zeryu. Next one is by TSS X Grim Reaper. That's an Xbox entry, the first of the day for us. Let's see if I need a controller for this. I don't think so. WAD. This one uses trailer hinges to simulate the rope physics, and a solid pipe piece for the looping between the engines. That looks great.
Yeah, those engines look really good, right?
They really do.
That's a nice use of the rims.
It is the rims. Is it the other side of the rims, right? Or am I going crazy?
Sure. No, they only have knobs on one side. So
yeah, that wouldn't make sense.
I think this looks really good.
A double air intake on top of them. What do you think, chat?
I actually really like this one.
TSSX
Can you take it onto the water so the pipe blends into the ocean?
I think.
I assume that's why it's blue, right?
I think it's I think it's blue because it's supposed to look like lightning between them.
Yeah, of course. Like the movie.
And I don't think this would work very well on water. I think it drags too much. Well, then again, yeah, it looks a little bit like the seat would get submerged. Now that's pod racing.
You're fine.
It's cool. Getting a little bit of whiplash, but yeah, that was by TSSX Grim Reaper. A really good one.
Hey, Austin. That was a great one. That was an Xbox entry too, right? That was really good.
Next one is by Tubi, which is Toby with a lot of O's and a lot of I's. This is sort of a micro build, I would say.
Minimalistic, I like it.
Static connection from pod to engine, which is alright, I guess, but doesn't get you the same kind of feeling that you get from it being made with hinges or suspension.
The pod racer. Well, like Tubi.
Tubi, right? Because you use tubes. That's good. That's good. I skimmed the blueprints. It doesn't look like anyone used the disconnect anchor pin to make the pod racers not connected to the engines of it. But,
yeah, this is our third entry, Hugo. So you haven't missed yours yet. Hugo is here, by the way, if you want to get him to start.
What's up, Hugo? Hugo, do you wanna show off yours so I don't have to spend a lot of time trying to assemble it? We do have what looks like around 37 entries. I'll tell you, when we're getting close to yours. Mismatch.
Somebody made this in a illegal version.
Sounds like it could be, because this is by Swisser, one of the returning champions, if you will, returning veterans.
Huh.
His is imagining a Sith pod racer, right? You got your all black, and it looks menacing.
It looks like a Sith pod racer.
Look at the connection between them and this. What is that?
It's the porthole. It's interesting. Interesting use for the connectors, right?
Yeah.
Seems to work though.
Absolutely. Very spiky too, right? The Sith on the racetrack would drive into.
They would just murder you.
Yeah, pretty much. Drive into opponents with these spikes. And then sort of a weird kind of double seat on this, as you can see. Oh, go away. Right?
Does it matter which one you sit in?
I don't think so. I think it's purely aesthetic choice by Swisser. Sort of having the cockpit, and that's not the cockpit. That's a spaceship seat.
It's the Millennium Falcon seat.
Yeah, the not quite Millennium Falcon. The sensory hawk seat, and then the underwater seat next to it, which is the two most sci-fi looking seats, so it makes sense.
True. It's a good one.
It is. He's made a pulsating kind of jet when I hold it down. Intentionally, I guess. Yeah, why wouldn't it be? But yeah. It works really nicely. I wonder if his was the black pod racer we used to race around in all the time. Back in 2 years ago.
I just remember the white one.
Yep. It's a good one too.
With the helicopter blades as the engine ports that opened up when you turned.
Which is to look a bit like Anakin's, and I think we're getting an Anakin look-alike in this week too.
I hope so.
What's up, Elaro? Welcome to the stream. Next up, we got SVR.
Just joined us, I think.
And
almost forgot about the stream.
This is indeed a micro build, right?
Is that backwards or?
This
is a pod racer in reverse, right?
It's a reverse pod racer, which is
There's
confusing
one of these
to
in the
me.
movie, right? I think.
Well,
I have a vague recollection of there being something like this in the movie.
There is, I mean, not Anakin's or Bulbous, but there is.
No, I know that. Obviously, I'm not a fake nerd.
You're not a fake nerd. What's the name of the one that isn't like the regular ones? It's Nemas or something. I should remember. I don't remember if it's the movie or if it's. Oh,
I like
Chat will tell me.
Nice micro build.
And also not using any
using jets, right?
Using jets and sensors instead, which is of course very impressive. Actually, does
actually almost more stable than using hovers, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
But also, it kind of does get confused over terrain, but on a flat surface, it would work perfectly. Neva keys. That's it.
Is that
yeah. And I do think we have a Neva key one by Insanity Compromise too. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? It's Star Wars. Who cares? Neva key.
It's all made up. So
it's all made up anyway.
If you pronounce it wrong, it's made up anyway.
That was SVR. Now we got Schnorks. You know Schnorks, right? Schnorks.
Can confirm that is fun, my gosh.
What is fun?
Changing the gravity value on maps.
Oh.
You've tried that, right?
Yeah, we've done a little bit of that. Schnorks made this one, and they call it the Lancer.
Looks good.
Now let's go into the specifics of here. He instead uses glass for the connection, right?
Mm.
No? Okay. Huge jets on this one. Look at it. It's got some
I like the
air
teeth.
inside.
I like the teeth it has as well, right?
Do you think that's? I don't think it's meant to be teeth. I like the see the wings folding out when I try to turn.
That's nice.
It's a nice little touch. And then the double suspension in the middle of them sort of defies physics, but it's a nice effect.
That's a good one. I like this.
For sure. For sure. Punch notes.
Is it just a racing game? Nope. Racing is just one of the many things you can do in the game.
That's right. Because as you can see, it is also a building game. Look at that. I just built something. Well, I guess I didn't. But speaking of building games, Jamie, Trailmakers is in the Builder Game sale this week.
It is joined by a bunch of cool building games, right?
It is like TerraTech and Robocraft and what else we got?
I actually don't know what else is in there.
There's a lot of them.
Scrap
If
Mechanic
you've been
is not
on,
in there, right?
no, but there's some huge discounts to be had, and if you like Trailmakers, I'm pretty sure you will like a lot of these games too. You can go to Steam. There should be some nice promotion for the sale too.
I'm pretty sure it's on the front page and the whole notification when you log in and stuff like that. So.
Otherwise, we have also posted a link to the full list of games in the Builder Game sale on our Twitter and on our Discord. That's discord.gg/trailmakers and twitter.com/playtrailmakers. Next up, we got Shaz, who made this pod racer called the Paper Wasp.
I like this. That's a nice. You can see what it's meant to be, right?
Oh yeah,
that was great.
That's one of the more. That's how I would make it if I had any building skill at all, because
we don't have any enemies burst.
Enemies?
We're all friends. The only enemies we have are people who leave negative reviews.
Exactly. And people who buy it on G2A.
Yeah.
Look at this.
This looks really
It looks great. Once again, Shash uses using the grid blocks.
Yeah, you don't see them used too much, right?
These chains. It's very bouncy though. He's made using what do you call gimbals instead of hover blocks, which makes it way more floaty.
Look at the detailing around the engines here though, like the pipes and stuff like that.
Chrome.
It's really nice. I like it.
Chrome.
I don't care if it's bouncy.
No.
It looks good.
This is more of a looks thing, right? I don't think I would take this into a race. This is the one you use to sort of just impress.
Just look good.
Just look good. Very good use of skins. Very nice.
That's not a modded color, Hugo. That's the glow skin, right?
Yeah, this one?
Yeah, I think it is. It looks very close to the yeah, it is.
This one. See? I don't have mods on.
First wants a chrome pipe skin.
Chrome
I think everyone
skin.
does. I think everyone wants skins on the pipes.
That would be great. That would be great.
We'll see what we can do. No promises.
Almost complexity limit this one. It does feel pretty heavy. Paper Wasp. It's not paperweight. That was by Shaz. Next up is by Rouge Two-time winner Rouge.
So she did make an entry anyway.
She ended up actually making an entry.
She just threw something together
I
last
think,
minute.
yeah. I think the disclaimer here is that it's more of aesthetic build than it's meant to.
That's fine.
That looks good. Also, very good use of the glow, right? It sort of looks like an unstable power core in it. This looks great.
Just balance out when you start conserving.
It does need space though. It's wide, boy. I think they'll go on water.
Hold space to make the engine spin. Oh yeah, they are as well.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's nice.
Yikes! Panic. Let's go to the valley. Okay, so yeah. That's something, huh?
Animated skins is most likely not something that's gonna happen if you're asking for it. And not asking if these are animated skins. In which case the answer is no. They just look real good.
They, but she made them spin, so it's actually a top. It seems you don't have to hold it, and works fine. Yeah.
And then just overload it with the Mad Science box, so it looks like there's actually light in there.
Yeah.
It's good.
I appreciate the originality of this one. Not copying anything, but trying to get on. Although, replicas also very cool if they're accurate.
You can answer that one, Steve.
Are you planning on making something of a desert map?
I mean, we already have
like
several desert maps.
in the original Project Karoo? I mean, so wouldn't that just be the test zone, but with sand instead? I think that can be sort of like a clutter of maps if we have too many, and and who wants more sand? It's coarse and it's rough and it gets everywhere.
I knew it was coming as soon as you mentioned sand.
Oh, dude. We gotta do it. See, Schnorks hates sand too, right? You want more of that?
Nice.
You want more of that, chat? Is that what you came for? You only came for the prequel memes? Oh well. This one is by Puddin.
I really like the spinning box in the middle.
I know, it feels like every pod racer has a different take on that middle part.
Go up to the beam and look it.
Wait a minute. You can do that? That's my Jar Jar impression.
You spin the camera and apparently the engine. Ooh, that is nice.
Alright.
Look at that chrome skin as well. Chrome skin is the best skin. Right?
It is very good. But then again, the glow really has seen a lot of nice use this week.
Oh.
That's space. That was what the space button does. I don't want that, but yeah, the engines look really
cockpit
great.
as well. That looks great. The way that's put together.
See if we can capture that. Yeah.
Right?
Very nice. It looks like he's secure in there. But the engines too. There's a lot of custom stuff going on here. That's very cool. It's gonna be tough to pick a winner this week, Tim.
I think there might be more than one winner this week.
No.
It kind of has to be, right?
Sure, but it's also gonna be tough to pick two.
It's still gonna be tough.
Yeah. DLC maps would be cool. Well, as you all know, probably the Centrifuge was meant to be a DLC, but ended up not being a DLC. So it's not out of the question, but we'll see. And Pudding is on Twitch as Putty Fanny.
Puddifany.
Puddifany.
Or Putty Fanny, I guess you could say that too.
But you don't say that.
No, it sounds wrong.
Not in the UK, right? You don't want that. This is very cool. Thank you, Puddin. I think it's
Yeah,
the
we're
first,
not convinced
first time,
about DLC maps, right?
No.
We kind of want to keep DLC to things like skins, cosmetic stuff, essentially. We don't want people to not be able to play a game mode because they don't have it or something.
There's a few blocks that falls off when I spawn this in. I assume it's intentional. You see this?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Um,
That seems pretty intentional to me.
And a new pod racer and a new way to simulate the connection between the engines. This one is by Odd971. He calls it the Derpy Racer, and using pistons for
Interesting.
for turning. This is very cool.
It's like another micro build, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
A lot of it's crazy how much different you can make the pod races just by changing the steering and changing the connections between them, the look of the jets and the look of the pod. And
Yours hasn't been shown yet, Insanity. We have shown a couple from Xbox. We're doing it in reverse alphabetical order today.
we always switch it up so you can just you can just tune in for your own entry. This is great. Odd971. And so this just breaks off in the beginning because
Oh, I know why.
you know why?
Yeah. I think there's parts here which I think maybe there's parts that aren't physically connected and the magnets are holding them in place. Maybe.
Maybe.
And also the magnets kind of look like a beam, right?
Mm-hmm. Magnet interaction. That's it. It's
I like
nice.
that one.
Yeah, me too.
I've liked all the micro ones today, actually. They've all been really good.
Let's see. Next one is by Ocean Man.
Ooh, more spinning stuff.
This.
Where's the seat?
What the? Okay, so we've got a little something funky going on here in the back. I assume the seat is in there
It's gotta be
somewhere.
in there, right?
Some big boy engines,
This is good.
cones with metallic texture in the front,
Suspension.
glitched suspensions, glitchy, not glitch, but weird suspensions in the front for that part. And yeah, it controls.
Hey, Mike.
This is the kind of pod racer you enter in the competition
Here's
to
another question for you, Stevie, from
to
Hugo.
impress. What's that?
Can you show charts of game sales and the DLC sales?
Why would I show sales charts? That's none of your business unless you're an investor in Flashbulb Games APS.
Like many game companies, when we sell 5 million copies, we will announce we have sold 5 million
Yes,
copies.
yeah, I promise. But yeah,
I mean, if you're really interested, there's stuff like SteamDB out there, which gives you rough, not accurate numbers, but rough numbers if you're really curious.
Yep.
But yeah.
and this looks great. I love the colors too.
Yeah, I know.
And this part. Well done, Ocean Man. Very
There's
cool.
gimbals at the back that's keeping it up.
A little bit of break there. Very cool.
We have not shown yours yet, Mick. Yours is coming up soon.
That's half the questions. Have you shown mine? What about mine? Next up, we got Myth Orchid. I posted this one on Twitter, and it's a very cool Ben Quadinaris pod racer, which a quad, I guess, assume is because it has 4 jets for when you absolutely want to win. The turning also kind of crazy, right?
It's good turn.
New pod racer, new way to connect the engines. For a 4-way, you need some crazy trailer hinges and pipe pieces, I assume. And
buying the game does not make you an investor. You're just buying the game.
Yeah, that's right. Oh no.
Your return on investment is the fun you get from the game.
Yeah. Hope you feel it was a good investment. Also, you invest your time. Yay. It's sort of
Why is it going up?
it's a feature, right? With OrCit.
Have turbines that are spinning from the engines too.
That's it.
Ooh, that's fast.
It is actually very fast, Jamie.
Does it explode?
But you'd expect it to be fast since it has 4 jets, right?
You lost some parts.
I don't
Still
think
going.
so. I think we're good. Let's try spinning. That's a cool trick.
Is that a meme? Is that a quote from the movie? It's been a long time since I've seen episode 1.
Boo.
You watched it last night, right?
Nope.
To refresh your
It's imprinted in my brain, poisoned by memes. Next up, we have Morpheus Kibby.
It's kind of the front part, at least, is Anakin style.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Definitely. Also, they decided to use an ungodly amount of trailer hinges and suspensions.
So right now the engine hates itself.
The engine
and it
really
wants to die.
it has like a 1 billion different weld groups, and it's hating it. So let's end the suffering. Well,
It's actually
it's very
nice once it gets moving, right?
also very fast.
Jesus, I wouldn't like to be in that seat.
No. And yeah, they woo!
Perfect, nailed it.
That's a trick. I think that's a trick. Let's go here.
Burst asks what you thought of the new Star Wars entry.
The new Star Wars entry?
Like, you know, the new film.
Oh, the new film.
Yeah.
I thought
It's
it
definitely a
was,
Star Wars film, right?
as I said when I came in here, Jamie, the day after, of all the Star Wars movies out there, it was definitely one of them. This is great, Morpheus Kibby. It's very fast, but also very glitchy. So, Trailmakers in a nutshell.
When you use
When you
a
use
bunch of suspension and trail hinges, which are traditionally the
unethical,
most demanding parts in the game.
unethical building techniques, if you will. Well, Jamie, that was the first 13 entries,
So it's time for the,
and
the
it's
break, right? Quick break.
we're 40 minutes in. So, in other words, it's not going too well.
Oh my god, this is. I'm done.
Should we split this up into two?
Into 3 streams?
3 streams?
No, we can't do that, right?
We can. But you don't have anything to do the rest of the day, right?
I actually do.
But nothing important.
No, nothing important. It's not like there's not any updates waiting to come out or anything like that. So no.
You guys can wait. Jamie is occupado. Next up, we got mimetic soup. He made this pod racer and called it Hikari Gawa, which is Japanese and means light blue or light speed. What's that? It means.
Insanity's got all day, so we can take all the time we need.
Light side. Light side.
Oh.
Goes fast, says you troll. No, that's not it. Light side in Japanese. Did something fall off intentionally? No.
Oh, it's these like folding.
Alright, show off. This is not the one you bring for the race. This is the one you bring for the nightclub, I think. on Tatooine. What?
Roll up outside.
Yeah.
In this.
I imagine that scene from The Mask where he goes to the nightclub.
Jumps if you press space, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a jump, all right.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
That's a good feature. It saves me from crashing, he said before crashing. No, it's good. Once again, a new way to connect the parts.
There was a time when we had around 60 on a stream. That was the construction version. Construction 2.0, right? I think.
Yeah, we're never doing that
entries.
again. But there was also a time where we made the mistake of not having an entry limit, so you could submit as many entries as you wanted. We're never doing that again. Not after the game has become actually popular. This looks great though. First, I really like this one.
Oh, it opens up as well.
Yeah. Oh, wait, did I lose an engine? Yeah. So, it's when you back.
It needs like cooling jets on the top of the turbine or something. That's nice.
That's very cool, burst.
Yeah, but that's acceptable, Hugo. Multiple blueprints for like one entry is it's acceptable.
Yeah. Don't do too much. What does that clip look like?
Like a poop emoji.
It looks like a poop emoji.
It
Or
does
like Jabba the Hutt's face.
Oh man, it does. It looks like both.
So a little Easter egg for you guys. That was Mimetic Soup's entry.
Also had an idle animation. Seems to be the big thing after Hugo's win last week.
Everyone's doing idle animations now, but I mean, how are you gonna do an idle animation for the next weekly challenge?
I don't know, 'cause I don't know what the next weekly challenge is.
Neither do I, Jamie. You'll have to figure it out during the stream and then whisper it in my ear.
Okay,
next
Nintendo 2.0.
No, we're not having another Nintendo.
It's so easy.
Then it has to be the Waluigi stream only. Only Waluigi.
That's fine by me. I would love to see Waluigi in Trailmakers.
Mm-hmm.
Trailmaker man for Smash.
Wow, Micah Pepper made this one. WPR 100. It's a water pod racer, Jamie. Apparently, I'm supposed to.
There's something oddly satisfying about those hinges lined up the way they are.
I'm supposed to spawn it underwater.
Underwater.
And I'm supposed to use a controller. Very specific instructions. It's a Xbox entry. What are you gonna do? I gotta. If the guy says underwater, that's what I'm gonna do.
It's an Xbox entry, and he used that many hinges.
Insanity Compromise says this one is really cool. Maybe Insanity Compromise has actually tested it on Xbox. So I'm gonna try this down here. Is that acceptable?
Underwater. Oh no, you made a big mistake.
What?
You'll see. You spawned it in with a keyboard and then you switched to controller.
What's wrong with that?
Maybe it will work, but I don't think it's gonna have the right controls.
Woo! Yeah. Why is how do you use a controller in Trailmakers? Does anyone know?
What are you trying to do?
I don't know.
I can see that the controls are messed up. What happens when you press the right trigger?
Which one button is the right trigger?
This
Jamie?
one.
It goes forward, Jamie. That's what happens.
What are you trying to do?
I don't know. You show it off to the 40 people who's watching. That's what I'm trying to do. QA, by the way. You have to be on the bottom of the ocean.
You have to be though. Why do you have to be?
Why?
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 Why though?
You don't have to be. Look. Well.
Did you not get instructions on how to?
Yeah, it says spawn on the bottom of the ocean, but.
But it seems like it just wants to go up. Like.
Is that because it needs to? Oh.
There we go. Whoa. I don't know how to control this.
You're doing so well. Isn't it doing well, chat?
Why can you not just like use these?
That's because Xbox players think that the controls don't transfer, and I mean
They don't.
okay.
No, like there's not a one-to-one translation for an Xbox control to a keyboard control.
That's not.
Especially if you start the game with a keyboard and then switch to controller halfway through.
Right.
It maps them in a weird way.
Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we just do that?
That wasn't your idea.
It wasn't? Did anyone say it in chat? No?
No, I don't think
Was
so.
it my
And the
idea?
Sagboy said our brains were at maximum mode, and that's very true. They were. Why does it work better now? Like just because you spawned at the bottom, that makes no sense.
Camera sucks, Timmy.
Change
Racing.
the camera angle then.
How?
First person. Wow.
Yeah, this
It
is
just
good.
wants to go up, right?
Well, why is the sticky orbit like this? Why?
Because there's a bug on the live build which is fixed in the upcoming update, where when you use the triggers, it zooms in.
Helicopter chase it is. We're spending way too much time on this, but I think people get it, right? How this thing works. It pulls up a lot to start and lean forward. So the bumpers turn you left
Bumpers turn you
and right. If you hold A, you can turn tighter.
Respawn again at the bottom and see if you can.
How do I respawn on this thing? Oh, cool. Okay. So what? What am I? What's the plan here? Okay. Yeah. Jamie's gonna.
It went pretty well, I thought. Here we go. I got it.
Now this is pod racing.
The thing is, like, once you go above, like, once you break the water, that's it. It's game over.
It's game over for you.
I'm sorry we couldn't control it, but it looks great.
It does.
And
Pull down on left stick and hold the trigger. That's
too complicated.
that's mumbo jumbo
Too
for
many
me.
controls.
Literally, my PC brain is too small to understand those expressions. But thank you for your entry, Michael Pepper.
It looks really nice.
Yeah. We also.
Oh my God, is that what I think it is?
Yes, indeed, Jamie. It is exactly what you think it is. Mexoff made a Fiat 500 pod racer.
Oh my God, I love it. It's so good.
This is some
amazing.
this is some Mad Max kind of. Here we go.
He's got a sofa as well.
Oh, this is so great. This
This
is what
is
I
pod
would.
racing.
This is pod racing, right? This is what I would turn up in. Yes.
You can make a tweet for this, right? You have to.
I kind of have to, don't I? It even controls exactly like the other pod racers, except that it's just too dumb. Fiat 500, rocking it. Why?
I want to use this to set ghosts on I Go the tracks.
Are you seeing that the brake, the doors opening? It's so good. Well done.
Jokes
Mexoff.
aside, like, the cars themselves look great.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
There's a lot of detail on them.
Joke pod racers are very much appreciated for a little break in the monotony. This is a great entry. Thank you, Mexoff. Let's see. The next one is by. Wait.
Test drive.
No thanks. Marty Sama submitted one, but also made some more. And I was like, if we have time, I'll show these. We do absolutely not have time. So I'll only show Marty Sama's actual entry,
Which was
which
Sebulba, right?
is Sebulba's pod racer. It looks like this.
Fossil Bulbous was like more orange.
Well,
Was that just my memory?
golden.
My
you know?
memory failing me. But yeah, the design is definitely Sebulba's, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The iconic X-shaped onions.
Sebulba skin when? For immersion? That would probably not be copyright friendly. Sebulba's one was.
We just make an alien that looks like Sebulba.
This is in an alternate universe where Sebulba won and then used all the money to pimp it out, make it a golden details on it.
When are we gonna get the Sebulba spin-off series on Disney Plus? That's what I want to know.
Please. Where he just.
Or just the pod racing in general series. Which is just about pod racing.
Where he just, destroys slave boys in pod racing competitions. Like he was meant to. He wasn't cheated with the high midichlorian count. Clipped? Oh no.
What was clipped?
Then
Destroying slave boys.
when someone says clipped, you said something you should know. They're gonna use it against you. I'm never gonna run for president.
Baby Sebulba. Oh man.
Baby Sebulba.
I mean, this Disney, so
Probably at some point.
If they can sell it as merch, they'll make it.
Yeah. That's it. Thank you, Marty Sama. Sebulba's pod racer. Let's check out the next one.
I mean, we kind of just had a medieval challenge, Hugo. You could have totally done a Lord of the Rings entry for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you wouldn't be against a Lord of the Rings challenge,
we
right?
literally had medieval fantasy. That was your time to make it. You know? Oops.
Oh,
Is
man.
that an oof?
It's a shit.
And oops. This one is by another returning veteran, at least for the weekly challenge. Make made this a boat racer, right? So he got a little rowing boat.
Oh yeah, he has the oars as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
For turning too, maybe a little bit of cheat turning, but don't have to talk about that. L for lights and space to boost mad science.
Actually, it was cool with the ship wheel, right?
It does. It works. You can absolutely see this in sort of the pod racer equivalent to, I don't know. I'm always thinking there should be different pod racing categories, right? When they race, and for the homemade stuff, kind of. But I guess the pod race is always kind of homemade. Scrapyard pod racing, maybe. Yeah, cool build. I like this one. Thanks, Mick.
Does it go in the water though?
Oh, definitely, right?
It does.
Why wouldn't it? It's a boat. Easily. Did pod racing ever grow to an international sport? Well, national implies that there are nations intertween. I think if you're meaning interplanetary sport, then yes, it does exist on other planets than Tatooine.
Yeah, I mean, did you not play the game?
I'm looking over at Caleb to correct my Star Wars fanfic.
But I mean, the game had pod racing all around the Star Wars universe, from what I remember.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, next up. Let's see. Oh no, Jamie! It's time for the for the flashbulb racer. As you can see,
yes.
2 flashbulb logos in the front, and you are the pilot,
Oh no.
and I'm the pod.
This looks wrong.
I don't know how to feel about this.
I'm a big fan of the goggles.
Especially since I'm actually wearing a green shirt today, and sort of. Oh, here comes the jets.
It's perfect.
You know how we're showing off the jets today in Copenhagen? It's at 255. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
It's
very
our
sp-
Formula.
that's very
not
specific.
Formula.
Why
our
255?
F40s are flying all over the country
But
for
why is
like
it
a show.
why 255?
Because they have to be in Odense
Okay.
10 minutes later. I mean, I don't know how to feel about this.
Okay, so
But-
you feel weird about this, but my
But-
birthday one was
Fine.
perfectly fine
Yes.
and normal.
Uh-huh.
But this is weird.
This is a little bit weird though, because. But then again, if anyone is.
I'm gonna let Stiddy answer that question, Apple Sheep.
If anyone is gonna plot me, it's you.
Apple Sheep asks, are you guys the boss of Flashball?
Yeah, well, we are a boss together, right? It's a bit like Boss Baby, but instead of a baby, it's two idiots. No, we're not bosses. We're wage slaves. Great entry by Magus Albjorn. Another classic for the collection.
This is how the game was born. Jesus.
This is. It's. I mean, didn't we also have the computer with the hamster in it? And there's been a lot of weird origin stories for. It doesn't matter. Please do not use these as templates for anything else.
Oh my god. What have you created?
I don't know.
I think we need a new category on the workshop.
Yeah.
Flashball.
Next up, we got an AirPod racer.
Did you do the boost?
The boost?
Magas said do the boost.
What boost? What boost?
On
There's a boost?
I'm guessing there's like an animation or something, so we should probably do it.
Guys, AirPods, right? Last time we had the pod. What was that?
We didn't use boost.
iPod. Last time we had the iPod racer, but now it's 2020. It's the AirPod racer.
Oh, that is true. We did have the iPod racer.
Yeah.
Is it the same person as well?
No. This is
okay.
Lartsum. The last one was I don't know, maybe Muramatsu or Ohirone Tanpopo or someone.
We have to see the boost.
Okay, fine. The boost it is. Boost. Okay, right. If you insist. Thanks, I hate it. Yeehaw!
It's worth it.
Woo! Yeah. Woo. Nope. That's something. Thank you, Lartsum, for the AirPod racer. Let's check out Cosado's build. Okay. This is
That's good.
special.
Hey, go Omega. You missed your Batmobile. We showed it right at the start. It was good.
This is a different take on the ropes from the pod to the jets. Instead of just spamming trailer hinges, sort of just
Restrain yourself.
restrain yourself,
And it works.
and it
works nicely.
still works perfectly. Maybe it looks a bit more rigid than you want, but at least you're not torturing your favorite game. Think about it. Thank you, Cosado, for being mindful. That thing up top, what's that for? Except just pimping.
It's the team logo.
Team logo.
It's to show you on the Trailmakers team.
Okay, sure.
You know Magas is gonna win, right?
Why? Why? I don't want it to
You hate
win.
it. This is payback from when you wanted my birthday to win.
It's good though. Thank you, Cosado. Wouldn't be a Trailmakers Weekly Challenge without a meta entry, meta pod
It's a meta. That's good.
entry. It's meta because it's a meta pod. Get it? Get it? It doesn't do anything.
That won't work in the sack world.
Help, Ketso.
That's the exact reason that you're not getting rope. Because it behaves like a billion trailer hinges.
What?
Wow, he has legs.
Of course he has legs. How else would he get around?
It is a pod race.
Why did the Metapod cross the road?
To get to the other side.
No. The answer is a surprise. A surprise to be sure. But a welcome one. Thank you for a Metapod. Remember to check this one over here once in a while too. I don't know if you do because we have a comment from on Facebook.
We do? Where? The one that just came?
Yeah, Jamie. That's the one.
Thank you, Justin. Is that the one? The one that just came that you didn't give me any time to read?
But it's important to once in a while to read aloud one of the comments, especially if they're saying something nice about you, like how you deserve more success, or how you look good, or how you've trimmed your beard and it's perfect now. I don't trim my beard.
I haven't recently. How dare you?
We'll see.
Please.
I agree,
Keep this
Justin.
till after
Thank
stream.
you. We do deserve much more success due to our talent. Peter's here.
See,
What?
I don't read stuff at you because it goes to your head, basically.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of stuff does go to my head. Metapod Racer. What's up? It's meta.
Yeah, we tend to have more viewers over on Twitch, Justin. In general.
I think so. Most of our viewers are on Twitch, unless we are on a sale. Then we actually have more viewers on Steam, but they don't tend to comment.
Well, they do, and there's a very good reason we don't have their chat included.
It's extremely toxic. Yeah. That was Ketsu the Cabra's Metapod Racer. I think I nailed that one.
I mean, it's a Nintendo entry, so it's gonna be a winner for me.
It's not real Nintendo.
No, that's true. It's not.
Just in case. Submitted this, just in case.
This looks real nice.
It does. Look at that weird thing on the back. Is that for stabilization, or what do you think that is? It is, right? It's the hover part.
I assume it is.
Interesting. This seems like a speedy one.
I'm guessing it handles a little better on flat terrain.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm also curious to see how it handles on water. I think if we just punch it, it can go
That's
wide.
fine, right?
190-ish. Okay, yeah, it's good. Could easily bring this to one of the races. Just talking Trailmakers races, of course. Although a bit heavy in of course. At least almost Space League or something.
Yeah, Andreas.
Andreas. I should have built an airpod race. Someone already did, my man. Artem made the airpods. I don't think there's any pod. Well, we didn't have a tied pod entry or a dual pod, but
Don't give them ideas.
we're not. Well, ideas for what? There's not going to be another pod racer.
There's never going to be another pod racer challenge.
Next year, obviously. Okay, so we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Only 14 entries to go. That's nothing. And it's only 3:05.
Oh no, I see skis.
Julian Do submitted this.
It looks really nice. Are those skis?
Yeah.
Man, that's a dirty ass hat. I don't think it's gonna go on water steady.
Not a pod racer. It's that's here we go. Let's take this. Is this a pod racer?
No, it's a ski racer.
Not
so
ready.
why is? Oh yeah, there's no wheels. That's why.
No. It's impossible to turn. Who did this? And why don't you like me? Okay. Q to turn one direction. And D
Wait,
to
what?
turn the other direction.
Oh, this must have been made on keyboard. That's not QWERTY.
I guess.
presume.
Yeah. And then what? 2 to detach the engines. Why would you ever need to detach your engines? Is that
if
like
you
a
notice they're gonna explode, it's like I'm just gonna detach this before I die.
flashbulb home
Controller.
says controller, which is obviously wrong, but nice try.
I think it's just the skis
I think so
that's
too.
making turning difficult. Try it with a controller, but you spawned it in with a keyboard, so.
I know for a fact that Julian submitted it on PC, so
Yeah, you can play on PC.
I think I'm doing pretty well so far
You can play on PC
with this
a
one.
controller.
But yeah, it's probably
Yeah, I think it's
a
an
SERDY
AZERTY
keyboard.
That would explain the Q and D.
It's fast.
It is very fast.
Detach. Perfect.
That actually does give you a good Star Wars moment, though,
It
when
does.
they go flying.
A little bit.
So maybe that's why he did that.
It's not too bad, Julian. Gotta say, I like the skis being used here.
Past doesn't.
No,
I'm sure.
I don't think so. It's original and nice,
Hi, Mika
nice,
Pepper.
nice pipes too.
Glad you made it.
And we have already showed off Mika Pepper's entry.
was that?
Yeah, it was an Xbox entry, and I think it was
Oh,
the water
oh,
one.
it's the water one.
Yeah,
It's
we
probably
had
good that you missed that.
Yeah, we had quite some trouble getting it to work, but I think we sort of brief moments of it working, and then a lot of failing. We gave it a fair try. We are nearing the Hugo entry, so Hugo, if you're still watching, you can go set that up on a multiplayer server, and then I don't have to. That's something. I remember this from the early days of pod racing, because this is how Insanity Compromise builds pod racers with a 1 billion hover blocks.
Is this race legal?
This is controller only, by the way. Is that okay? Okay. No? Do you want me to?
You spawned it in with a keyboard, so
I did.
Stuff is gonna be weird.
Okay, I don't want stuff to be weird. I'm just gonna. See? Controller Pro Steady uses controller to spawn it in. You happy now? Look.
But there's an A after the K. Of course it's pronounced Mika, not Miku.
Mika. It's Mika.
I apologize for pronouncing
What's
your
the
name wrong.
what's the difference? Mika and Mika.
Miku.
Mika.
Mika.
Mika. What's the Mika. Alright. I've spawned in with controller. Okay, each engine has a trigger, and
Oh, it does?
also turning on the, what are they called? Bumpers.
Oh, the bumpers. Wow.
How do I repair? That's B. Interesting. Alright, so
Does this go in water?
of course it does. Look,
Oh, nice. How do you turn?
these.
The bumpers?
Right, so I hold down these for full speed, but also you can turn
okay,
by letting one of them go. But so yeah, I think I'm nailing this. Is Insanity Compromise here to see how impressive I am? Can you do that? No. Better.
That's better.
This is an Xbox entry, by the way, from Insanity Compromise, and it's the Neva Key one.
It's good. What's right?
Does.
Very fast. Oh no.
Intentional. Yeah, no one saw that. Let's take a look at this Insanity over here.
He's driving away from you.
It's fine. I'm just talking about the jets on this. That looks crazy, right?
Insanity says it's nice that you can use these potteries.
Yeah. I haven't even practiced. It was very intuitive.
Totally.
Nope.
So you practice.
I didn't. It looks great. Some good one. Well done.
I agree. If some DLC skins would be nice on that.
It would, but
Oh, he's told the password to everyone now.
oh,
Now we're not gonna get on the server in time.
hurry!
It's too late. It's filled. The server's filled.
Is it full? Where is it?
Test zone. I don't think. Did you give it a name, Hugo?
There's too many servers. Why is everyone
There's too many
playing?
players. Stop.
Stop playing our game.
It's just called Hugo, apparently.
This is good.
It's Hugo at Twister.
Hugo, you're playing on the
You're playing on the live build, Hugo, or
right,
something else.
and not.
Try to look at. Oh my god, I hate that it cares about your keys.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Okay, we got it.
Cap sensitive search.
Smart, huh?
That's very good.
See you, Autumn. Oh.
Great. Great.
You hate to see it.
That's that doesn't look right, Hugo. What happened
Is
here?
this,
What happened to your beautiful horses and why?
what is happening?
I mean,
Oh, is it a two-person?
well, it is now. Just saying that disciplined horses do not have idle animations, so it's okay. I agree. Oh, it's one for each of us. Look.
What is going on here, though?
Let's go, Hugo.
Oh no.
Yes, this is showing off the game. Great. Wait, how?
Hey, Hightown. I hate this so much.
But then again, okay, so there's multiple things here, right? Besides it's sort of the detaching stuff.
I'm just having a hard time with all this stuff.
Me too. I can't focus. The horse animation is better than our animator can make it. So, Hugo, you're hired. But also, some, haters will say this is not a pod racer. But as we all know, a pod racer is just a sci-fi chariot, and this is a chariot with jet horses. And isn't a pod racer just jet horse?
Peter, we need you.
Feel like
you gotta
there's
come
a-
back and fix this. I mean, come on, man.
Peter, come on. Peter, can you? Peter. Hugo says it's perfectly fine on my screen. Well,
It is? What?
it's not on mine.
Could you maybe post the server logs afterwards, please?
Oh, he's running
Oh,
away,
no.
Hugo. You gotta get your lasso.
Oh, that looks amazing. No, what the
Yeah, it
hell?
does. Get the lasso. Ah, he kicked me.
How does the horse look so good?
You stopped
the,
him.
The way
It's,
it's,
it's
moving
fine.
around?
You calmed him down. Oh,
Oh no. Oh, it's also like
easy
this is
boy.
making me feel
Easy
bad.
boy. Ah, no. It's a stampede.
How has he made the horses so good?
I don't know.
It's insane.
A lot of practice, I assume. I'm just gonna press R on it to see what happens. I shouldn't have. Sorry.
Apparently, it's fine on his screen, Peter.
Can Peter says, can he respawn it? See if that fixes the part while you're in the server. What do you say, Hugo? Do you wanna respawn it? Just backspace it out.
Oh, it's the anchor pins here, right? That hold on to the horses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Let's see how much is deleted.
it.
So that
I
one is
fixed it, right?
mine. That one is mine, right? Yeah, but of course it fixed it when you despawn it.
Oh,
There he is.
We came a long way. Just
Then this respawns it.
yeah, but then you're gonna be
Sorry.
next time.
Sorry about
And
that.
also you get to destroy his stuff.
That's a tiny oof, but Jamie pressed backspace, so. Don't be sad, Hugo. You don't have to. I don't have to lie down and just because Jamie ruined it. Uh-huh. Oh. Jamie, take note.
Something, I join.
Accurate. While Hugo takes a quick break, I'm gonna show off Ipsila's entry this week because we are nowhere near done with this fun weekly challenge. Ipsila made a pod racer speeder hybrid. How about that? Hold one for on, and it's on, and there it goes.
I like the middle part. Server doesn't like it.
Server doesn't like that Hugo is here. Well, we're essentially playing on Hugo's computer. This bottom part looks fun. I get why it's there. Is that R2? An R2 unit on the back?
It is, right?
Mm.
That's a nice touch.
Mm.
It looks real good.
And the R2 unit has an idle animation, by the way. It looks around. Nice one, Ipsila. Also, good use of the red chrome instead. Let's see what Hugo's
all the chrome. Looks great.
see what Hugo's brewing up over here. Because yeah, it's not glitching out now that that I'm in the server when he loads it in. Let's see some of those horse animations again, just because that's what people really are here for, you know?
Uh-oh.
Oh. Uh-oh. What? Uh-oh. Slowly moves the horse under there. Right there.
That's animal cruelty. Sticking it on some pins.
I mean, the horse doesn't know better.
Peter doesn't own the game. You gotta buy the game, Peter.
Peter, it's on sale right now. It's never been cheaper. You should get it. 66% off in the Build a Game sale. Amelia notes that it's realistic to make the horse be a separate entity for the chariot. Yeah. Well, how did this turn into a horse stream when it was actually a pod racer stream?
It feels like we spent a bit too long on this, considering we still have like 9 entries.
What are you gonna do? Except really think about your winner. Well, here it is again. Horses.
Why is it not moving?
Actually, this is a Chinese Qing Dynasty 2-horse chariot.
So it's a traditional Chinese pod
It's
racer.
actually a traditional Chinese pod racer. Yes.
He's not moving now. It's a good entry. I like it.
Uh-oh. Yeah. So
I think we'll leave this server.
we'll
here.
leave this server,
This
and I think we saw it the first time around, even though it was a little glitchy. I think we saw what was going on. I'm gonna go into the test zone. Thank you, Hugo, for a great entry as always. The next entry is by Frus, Frus. It looks to be a colorful pod racer. I mean, right? Right?
What's the next entry? The next challenge gonna be?
Who knows? I have a dumb idea. You're gonna hate it. Fruits. This is
That's good.
right. Colorful.
Almost a mini build, can you say?
Well, nah. This
No?
is medium.
Medium.
This is medium sized.
Medium build.
But it's fun because it there's a lot of pieces that it's not using that a lot of the other ones are using.
Yeah.
But actually, I like the color scheme of this. I like the pod.
It's good.
And again, a new way to connect them. This time, neon.
Why not post like 4 different weekly challenge themes on Discord and people can vote? Because that's a whole process.
That sounds difficult. I pick the ones I like, but you are very welcome to submit ideas for weekly challenges. In the past, almost half of the ones that we've actually used have come from users. So I think most people here have like, yeah, I submitted this one and it became a thing. Okay,
It's
so
a fast boy.
someone is trying to make a sound barrier breaker, maybe? Nah. This one is by Flameo Hotman. You know Flameo Hotman?
I recognize them.
Fast one.
It's not fair that you're going on the test zone for the last few entries, let's be honest. Shit though.
Okay. Nothing is fair in life. They're not gonna be prettier being shown in here. Just saying. That was Flameo Hotman. Turning
Very
piston.
fast and
very fast.
very smooth.
Not very aesthetic, but very fast. Guess what Ender Sackboy made?
Oh no.
Yeah. This is a thing that's happening, and
I
you're gonna have to deal with it just like I do.
I kind of like it. To be honest.
As we all know, Ender Sackboy loves his trucks, and this is a pod racing truck pod racer.
Does it work with a trailer?
Does it work with it? It looks like it, because he hasn't. The thing is still on it. It's a lorry. It is a lorry. Pod truck.
Truck pod.
Pod truck.
Lorry
Truck
pod.
pod.
Euro pod simulator.
But yeah, L for lights and X for something, E for that, and H for horn, and yeah, it has all the usual in the truck features. But this time he's strapped to.
Well, I like it.
Well, of all the pod races we've had, this is one of them. Now this is truck racing. Is that the joke you want to go with? Are you sure?
One week, he will win with a truck. He will wear us down, and he will win.
I don't know. Maybe. This one is by Ender NATO.
Oh no!
Get it, Jamie?
Yes, I get it.
Do you get it?
Yes.
Then say it, Jamie.
Peas in a pod.
Yeah, peas in a pod racer. It's a pea pod racer for the devs. Pea pod, another pod pun. What? You thought we'd exhausted the pod puns? Not in this lifetime, buddy. The pea pod racer by Ender NATO. We're just 2 peas in a pod, Jamie. The 2 of us. You know that? 2
But
peas
there's
in a
three-
pod.
There's 3 peas in a pod.
Well,
So he's the third pod.
the player.
No.
That's marketing for you. This is Jamie. This is me. And this is you. Thank you, Ender NATO.
Good.
Good
It's
pun.
funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. Very funny.
You reluctantly. Oh, this is funny, I guess.
this is
Oh,
another
wait,
good use of
wait.
What now?
Wait. I'm spawning it in. with
this an
controller. Yeah,
Xbox entry?
this is Elizabeth I. Raccoon's Xbox entry. Do I have to delete it?
Yeah. Leave builder.
Leave the
Leave
builder?
the builder to be sure.
Uh-huh.
Go back in with controller. Now take it out.
Whip it out?
Whip it out.
I'm whipping it out, Jamie.
Oh, this looks really good. This looks amazing.
I'm posting this on Twitter later this weekend.
Good. That is nice.
This is
that's so good.
very well done. Very original. This also very cool.
It's the idle animation.
It's the idle animation, you know?
The next big thing.
It is. Uses sort of the same control scheme like I'm used to on these. So that's great.
So good.
Look at this. Whoa. 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 It's great. Very nice. Very nice. 699 complexity. That is something. The next one is by EI0809. That's the Stormtrooper name.
You press F5 to go into free camera. If you're playing on PC. You can't do it on Xbox.
I can't do it on Xbox. Not free cam? I don't think so. No. Ketzer would like me to know that some people are better than me at piloting. Thank you.
But I mean, everyone knows that already. So
yes,
no
indeed.
need to, no need to point it out. But
no
if
need
you want
to
be mean,
if you really want to be mean, which I guess you can be when you've won all the trophies already, then thank you. Fun fact: you are the first one to figure out my Stormtrooper name.
Is that a Stormtrooper name?
Just showing off my credentials as a real Star Wars fan, not one of the fake fans like Jamie. This is good, you know, because blue and white Stormtrooper colors. It's a Stormtrooper pod racer.
Are you showing off your
It's basic.
credentials again?
New way to connect them. It's like people coordinated. No two are alike.
No one had the same one.
Why are the front ones not spinning? You tell me, man.
Agreed. Why are they not spinning? Should they be spinning? I guess they should.
Did you mess up?
It's probably Steve. It's probably doing something wrong. Almost certainly doing something wrong.
W? Set to spin on W? Huh. That's weird. That is...
You weren't pressing W, were you?
I was! What else would I be pressing? Space? It
Space,
doesn't...
yeah.
No, because those jets don't activate on space.
You just weren't pressing W the right way.
Oh, I wasn't pressing hard enough. They got stuck. Well, then they sort of got stuck in a weird way. Because now both of them work. It's sort of the one that a Stormtrooper would submit because it's basic, right?
This is almost like a Stormtrooper helmet, right? I would say.
Yeah, I could see that. I like this one. Nice little mini build too. Sort of mini.
Medium-sized.
Medium-sized. Thanks, Jamie. This one is by... Wait, yeah, because I skipped... No? Huh? Electric. Now I didn't. Electric made this.
Just want to say he wasn't going for a Stormtrooper.
Maybe it was...
that was not his artistic vision that you interpreted.
I think it was. I think it was just subconscious. Because you're a Stormtrooper. And you can't... That's all you can do because you're a clone, you know?
Whatever, man. Whatever.
It's just my opinion. Electric.
He just made something.
No
artistic vision there. It's just wasn't making
every choice is political. Sorry. That's just how it works.
Oh my god. Yeah. You went there.
You like this one, Jamie?
It looks great. It looks real nice.
He's too protected. You can't be protected in a pod racer. You have to be out in the open so you are easily killed when you crash. Electric. Thank you for that entry. We also have one by Blue Slug. This is mini build.
This is
okay?
mini build.
Can we agree? Not a medium build?
Also, the end is inside. And not
You
Yeah.
you had enough. Yeah. Maybe
There is-
next time we should only
there is no
accept
end.
the first 30 entries.
No.
20?
Then people are gonna rush to
Yeah,
get an entry
and
in
it'll be
time.
really terrible builds.
That could
Um,
be a fun way to get like a speed build kind of thing. Like you have until Sunday to get your entry in or something,
Yeah.
right? Like a shorter
Could be.
space.
This one is not a pod racer, Jamie, because it doesn't have engines out
no
here.
pods.
It
They
does.
are the-
It's not pulled by
are
the
the pods.
the jets. It's not pulled by any
Yeah,
jets.
that's
The jets
true.
are here, which annoys me. And also, it's not
So-
very fast, even though it's 16 power cores. But it's a micro build. It's all right. Like you blue Utes look.
What?
What? I don't have to like everyone, do I?
Pretty sure it says in the contract you have to like every entry.
Man, slave contract. This one is by Beasts. This is, he calls it the scrapyard pod. I don't know if I agree with that. It doesn't look that scrappy.
Doesn't give you scrap vibes.
It doesn't give me that many scrap vibes. It looks good. It's more of a Sith thing, Kylo Ren style. Or should I say?
Raylo.
Raylo?
The whole Twitter
Oh,
thing.
just
that thing.
What's he called in the SNL sketch chat? Kylo Ren when he goes undercover boss on the Death Star.
Burst is well, actually a new. It's a pod racer.
There's
I think
canonically a
it's
monohull pod racer with its propulsion around the cockpit, and
So
I don't buy it. It's not in my canon. That was by
Not my
Beast.
Star Wars.
Not my hashtag. Not my Star Wars. And this one, final entry, is by an anonymous Xbox user. Look at that. It is. It has guns, which is not canonical either. But I guess since Burst's just, here, he'll... Well,
Whoa.
anonymous Xbox
Wow.
user. I'm not sure. It's sort of acting out.
It's a loose cannon.
Haha.
Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
I think it
Is
might
it
be
the 100?
No, I think it might be the distance sensor.
Yeah.
Because if it's made on Xbox, this
Mhm.
was not made on Tesla.
Right.
So yeah, why would it happen to that one but not the other one?
It doesn't make sense, does it?
I think it might be the distance sensor.
It could be. Maybe the game is just trying to tell us that it's done. Also, too many weld groups, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure.
For sure.
For sure. I'm actually only pressing W now, and it's going in circles. So, but yeah.
It looks good. It,
And that is all the pod racers. We did it, Jamie. We made it. We made it through. High five to the face.
why are your hands so sweaty? Jesus.
I prepared them for you.
Sweaty gamer hands.
How's a gamer moment? Chat, which one was your favorite?
Oh, there was too many pod races, man.
That was a lot of them. That was too
I
many.
don't even remember the first ones we started with.
That's too many.
I have my winner.
The flashbulb one says
That was
Snorts.
a good one.
I'm just gonna scroll through them for you guys here.
I agree, Peter. Elizabeth the Raccoon gets my vote. I thought that was a great entry.
Which one? The raccoon one? Elizabeth's? That was very good.
We cannot go through them all again, Juki Nukem.
Mm,
But you can watch the video on demand.
but a good forehead comment, though. The one pulled by two Fords, that was Mexos.
That was great.
That was great
I was a
too.
big fan of that
Shaz says the flashbulb one. It was memorable.
The flashbulb one was great.
Yeah. I only saw the last one, got up late, so can't have an opinion if you only saw half of them, right? Elizabeth was well made. It
Rouges was really good.
Golden Sebulba was cool, but I promised not to give any much wins to Marty's Hammer, which who made it. So
This was good. That was Elizabeth.
you like this one? Nope.
No?
It wasn't. That one
that
was
one?
by.
Was that an Xbox one?
That was Pudding. But it did. It was a little bit light. Using that.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's
It's good.
It's good. It's good.
Mm. The 2 mini cars.
Flashbulb
Bring out the
racer.
flashbulb one.
I mean, the flashbulb racer can't win, right? We can't pick ourselves.
That would be.
That would be illegal, right?
That
That
would
would
be
be
illegal.
hugely unethical, for sure.
Race the two winners. It's not about. It's not about who's the fastest. It's about who is the bestest. You know. Hugo says the orange micro build. Really? This one? I don't know.
That was pretty good.
Why were you impressed by that, Hugo? It's just because it's
dragons.
it's 37 blocks to make something without hovers. That is good. I'll give you that. Amelia says you go with looks and practicability.
Just one. Check it out. Look at that.
This is Rouge.
Yeah, but you need to see it in action, so you can't just.
We can't show off all of them again, Jamie.
Yeah, but we can show the good ones again. I mean, we're already like an hour and a
Jesus.
half into this. What's 10 minutes more?
feisty. This is what people came here for, right? This is good. If it looks stunning and moves around badly, then. But I think when it comes to pod races, it's kind of either or. I don't think there's.
I mean, if you crash, you're gonna die anyway. So
The
you may
best-
as well go out looking good.
Yeah, yeah. Peter says I should listen to you, Jamie, because you're right.
When
You
you're
know
right,
what, Peter?
When you're right. You're right. You're right. Where is the? We got a shot. Do you really hate this one?
Pete, did you see this?
What are the controls? Space.
Do the shift. Shift as you are going. Woo! As you can see, this is the flashbulb racer. Is that the two of you? You guessed it. You guessed it, my man. Yeah. It makes you.
It's good. I like it.
Well, yes, that's how he made it. He made it to resemble Jamie and I.
You say that like it's a bad thing, Peter. I mean,
You know what?
He likes to be bottom, so.
I don't think that's how bottoms work, but I'm not an expert. Anyway, we can't not have this be a winner because everyone loves it, including you.
I think it's great.
So at least one win goes to.
Magos.
It was Magos, right?
It was Magos.
It was you, Magos. You son of a. Yeah. Well, Peter, I'll trust your take on it.
Steely's gonna go back to his desk and Google bottoms.
How do bottoms work? The glasses, though, is that
The
VR?
glasses are so
Is
good.
that VR glasses, or what do you
It's just
think?
protective, right? So you don't get
It's
like
just
sand,
protective,
sand
just
in your,
racing.
in your eyes.
Yeah, because we don't like sand, do we, chat? Even the skin color is right. Mean. F you, Hightower. What's the second winner? My favorites
I mean,
were
do I get to pick?
Mexov's
If I get to pick,
Fiat
I have-
500.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Rouge's
Can we
Duck
see it?
Racer.
Can we see the?
Elizabeth's also very great.
It's there.
Look at this chat.
Good. So good.
Pod Racer Week every week.
Oh, it's so good.
Mimetic Soups was really great as well and original. I agree.
Where's my medic suit?
This one
Oh yeah.
had all these cool little details on it. So many good ones. I also like Myth Orchids that's stacking the 4 the quad,
one was that?
the quad.
Oh, yeah, the Chrome-
jet,
the Chrome?
Chrome quad jet was so good too. How are we gonna pick?
I mean, I would.
You have a second favorite, I assume.
Yeah,
But on which one was that?
Elizabeth Die Recurrence.
Okay.
I thought it was a great entry.
Well, let's take a look at that one again then, and see if
had a lot of,
it's this one, right?
Yeah, a lot of really good details.
And Jamie's of course speaking about this and this.
This sounds good.
Yeah. Huh. I figured out how to control it on PC. I cannot be beat.
It's just space.
No.
It's just space.
It's a weird combination of. Maybe it's just space. It's just okay. It's just space. Congratulations to Jamie's getting distracted. He's on his way to Facebook. So we're gonna call it off here and say congratulations to Magnus Alborn and Elizabeth Barracoon for the new PODRACING challenge. And yeah, that's it.
No, it's not.
Next
You
week.
have to think about next week.
Next week, next week's challenge is go fish. That's it. What does it mean, Steady? I don't know. It's like Mad Libs. I just say words now and force you to build something.
You actually had no idea what next week's challenge was to do, so you're just playing the Go Fish card.
That's it. Go fish. So, yeah. Quit the bill. Sorry. My bad, Ketso. Go fish pod racer. I don't recommend it. That's it. I don't. Streaming is exhausting.
You're welcome to build us in the next entry too, Magos. I have no issues. I know this guy does.
No, I'm fine. It's flattering. Imitation is the sincerest.
You realize this challenge
flattery.
is probably going to get more interest than what we just had.
Hear me?
It's almost like you want the stream to be longer each week.
Secretly, I enjoy this. You know.
Are we partnered yet? We're partnered, right?
We are partners.
Okay, yeah, just
I
checking.
mean, the two of us.
No, I mean like Twitch.
Oh.
Twitch partners.
I don't know. Disappointing.
We should be, right? Is that why you want to up the amount of hours we stream, so we can get partner status?
We are the thing where you can sub to us, but we're not the thing where
What's the good thing where you get money?
We're not the good thing. We're the okay thing. Thanks for tuning in to the Trailmakers Developer stream, PODRACING edition. See you next Friday for another one.
Peter says we need more hours and 75 average views. We
I
have
don't-
the average views, right?
I don't want that. Catch us next Friday. Until then, discord.gg/trailmakers to submit your entries on PC.
Build a sale.
Build a sale.
Build a sale.
Cheap
There's a lot
Trailmakers,
of
cheap
cool
builder
games
games.
in there.
Check it out on Steam. See you next time.